I Am Big is about sharing what's working in a big way. Mark has had a lifelong struggle with weight. And like many of us, he's tried several different things and yo-yoed up and down with the weight and got some success, but it never stuck. One fine day, he made a decision to make a lifestyle and a lifelong change. Find out how he did it and where he is at today. Let's welcome Mark to the I Am Big show. Welcome, Mark. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
This is the lovely Mark Malcolm. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What are we drinking today?
We are drinking margarita.
I should know this, but is it a light version of margarita?
It is the light version of the
Looks like
margarita.
there's a lot of light in your life these days.
There is a lot of light in my life, yeah.
Oh,
In more
my
ways
God,
than one.
this is good.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean, margarita is a classic drink. It's your classic go-to drink. You know.
Go-to? Is it a
The
pick you
go-to,
up, pick me up?
If you look, now, I could have said Long Island iced tea, but I wanted
But
to...
it has
yeah.
to be alcohol.
It has to be alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So, when you're looking down the list and you're thinking of the drink, and you just can't choose, margarita is the one you always go to. Now, these days, it is the lighter version of the margarita because, the regular they have way too many calories.
So talking about calories and numbers, you have from the heaviest you've ever been, and today you are 43 or 42?
43. I just turned 43 in
43.
October.
Great age.
Last month.
And you at 43 are your lightest you've ever been?
Yes.
Okay, and
At
that's
the most, I mean, not only the lightest, but the fittest I've ever been.
the fittest. Do you feel the healthiest?
Absolutely.
So you have lost. It is amazing. And everyone watching, let's take a moment because I am going to be revealing the number of pounds he has lost. In a second, take a guess. You have lost almost 180 pounds from your heaviest. 180, everybody. 180 pounds has been lost by you in this lifetime from the heaviest you ever been. Wow. So you were 340-ish at your heaviest.
At my heaviest, yes.
And today you are about 160-ish.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that?
Well, the thing.
I'm 340 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
so you
I don't know. I'm
I-
making assumptions,
Sweet.
but
Well,
anyway.
most scales don't measure it. The ones
Yeah.
which do, they say it's 340.
So anyway, through all of this, I'm now not only your friend, but part of your whole family. So live with your brother, taking care of your nephews who
He takes care of my beautiful nephews, Louis and Luke.
I love
And
dearly.
he is
The whole house I take
You're the
care of.
Manny of Scarsdale?
I am the Manny.
Scarsdale, New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And when I came there, I mean, I had lost weight before and up, so 340. I wasn't 340 then. I was something like 260, from all the years of like yo-yo dieting. So, but when I got there, it was more of a physical job than I'd ever done. First of all, I thought the first week I was just not going to be able to make it. Running up and down the stairs and having to corral the kids. At the time, the smallest one was in diapers and very needy at that time.
That runs in the family.
Yeah, well-
I need attention.
Well,
too.
you remember, yeah.
Hello.
We did
Yeah.
date, so yes, I do know that.
Woo!
So,
You gotta raise a toast to that. Cheers.
So,
cheers. Cheers.
so,
cheers.
so, I don't know, the weight just started kind of coming off. I mean, it
coming off.
really
You didn't
wasn't.
think too much about
no,
it.
I didn't. Because I really kind of had given up on things like that.
Things like
Or
that.
I mean, things like that, like losing weight, I mean, I've struggled with food all my life. So, as physical as the job was,
It's not struggle. I struggle with food today.
Yes.
When you say everybody's struggle is different,
Mm-hmm.
it's a love-hate relationship with food. Well, it's always love, but what it does is sometimes a little. What was your struggle with food?
Well, I think as with a lot of people, it filled certain voids in my life. this kind of sounds cliche, but you know, it's a friend you can turn to that never talks
hang-
back
the-
to
the-
you.
the
and
chocolate
it
chip
tastes so
cookie
good.
is a
Oh,
chocolate
yeah.
chip cookie.
So yeah, the weight started coming off, and I started, you know, people said, Mark, you're really losing weight. And I'm like, oh, really? I still, you
And
know.
how did that feel when you first time heard that? And
Well,
you heard that before.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
especially from 340 when you were at
exactly.
least, yeah. So
So you really don't notice it until your clothes start, you know, getting
Hanging
looser.
and bagging.
Hanging and bagging. Yeah.
Mhm.
I went through
a
3
good
closets
hanging
full
and
of clothes.
bagging.
It is. Very,
Yeah.
yes. So I was like, you know, I've got some momentum going here. So let's see what we can do. And your sister-in-law, you know, what the whole
Lovely.
household eats, you know, very healthy. And I incorporated that. I started incorporating that. So, and I thought, well, let's try, you know, everybody, you know, is jogging. There's gyms there. You know, join a gym and see what you can do. You know, you always wanted to kind of, you know, have a little.
So what were the? So you were. So the work was kind of got a lot of up and down involved. So
Right.
some weight came off, and then my sister-in-law and the family eats really healthy. What do you define as healthy eating?
Fish, you know, no junk food to talk about. Just more of a, you know, more organic approach to, you know, how we.
Fried,
No, fried
no
is.
calamari, grill.
No, well,
grill?
I mean, but yeah, calamari, not there, but calamari when I go out, I'll have,
Yeah, you'll have a little piece.
Yeah, because you know, I didn't want to restrict myself. But anyway, you know, but that the whole healthy eating there, you know, coupled with the exercise, and just the change in how I was starting to look at myself, and you know, the positive reinforcement. I mean, it's always good when somebody tells you how great you're looking. You start getting more attention. So, yeah, that really started it. But I will say it wasn't quick. I mean, it took me probably 3 years. People were kind of alarmed because it was coming off pretty quick. But it took about 3 years to get to where I thought, you know, my body should be, or when it just stopped.
Stopped what?
The weights,
Okay,
you know,
so
where
you
I
were
wasn't
lost.
my
Okay.
ideal. And I found out, you know, hey, you really do you are small framed, you know, how mothers are. When you're like, Mom, I'm fat, and she's like, oh, honey, you're just big boned, you know. I was very thin when I was a child. I mean, when I was just a small child, and my parents had me to like doctors, were afraid I was malnourished. Turns out it was a tonsil thing, and I was really small. You know, looking at old pictures, I'm like, wow, I kind of was kind of skinny. So anyway, I'm where I want to be and maintaining it well. You know, exercising 3 times a week. I don't overdo it. You know, because I don't want to like live my life kind of chained to that. But you know, I mean, it's been relatively, you know, easy going.
So there was no set plan, if you will.
No, not this time. Every time before, yes, I would try to put myself on something strict and regimented. It never worked out.
But I know you, and hence whenever I've come to New York and they're like, well, I got to work, and I got to work out. This is my schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Here is when I work out. And the days if Marie has to do something for work or whatever the case might be, and you have to be available even earlier than normal, then you wake up at 4 and 3 in the morning and I work
3 o'clock in the morning and be at the gym by 4.
3 times a week.
3 times a week, no fail.
No fail.
No
You have
fail.
not, in the last, how long have you been working out?
Oh, probably for at least 2.5 years.
Did you work out before, too, this time around?
No.
So when you first went to the gym, what made you make a decision that you want to go to a gym? First of all, it's a very intimidating thing. I'm trying to motivate somebody else
It
right
is.
now.
Well,
to
I
do
mean,
it with me.
you know, I mean, trust me. The first time, I was kind of a little nervous about it, you know, because what do you do and things like that. But you know, you start light and you still see, and then you gradually work your way up, you know. And when you start seeing results, that's what spurs you to go.
Describe your
forward,
first
forward,
day.
forward.
You walk in.
The
what
first day,
happens?
I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? You know, I kind of sequestered myself, around the people that maybe was a little bit like me.
Kind of our people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
The people of this side of my town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then. Yeah.
And just gradually the confidence level built, and I said, people aren't as judgmental maybe as
No.
I think they are.
People are helpful,
You
most
know,
of them.
and you know,
I believe everybody is.
I
but
think so too. At the end of the day, but the cardio endurance increased, and I was able to increase weights, and
So you do both cardio and strength training?
yes.
Do you have a trainer?
No, well, I did the first time I went in. I just needed like a blueprint of what to do with those 3 days because my time is I do have a full-time job so
I know.
and again I didn't want to be tethered and I wanted to get the most bang for my buck as I worked out. But I did ask somebody hey, can you show me what to do?
Which is it's free, right? The evaluation.
Yes,
Most gyms do.
it's free, and hey, Mondays you work on your chest and your triceps, and on Wednesday and cardio all of those days, and abs every day. And on Wednesdays, you work on your biceps and your back.
It's like a set schedule.
Exactly.
Different body. Obviously, something changed within, and you look so good. You feel so good. Are you happy?
I mean, yes, I'm happy. But I what is happiness exactly? Sometimes I just don't know. Am I happy or just content? Or I mean, I'm happier, with myself. But I mean,
You've achieved so
I'm
much.
content. Yeah.
I mean, I just in talking about breasts, and let's call it colloquially boobs. Man boobs.
Moobs.
Is that called moobs now?
Moobs.
Okay, moobs. Are the boobs bothered you, right?
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Why did you call them boobs?
Why did I call them boobs? Because that's what they were. They were boobs.
How did it affect you?
Well, it affected me, I mean, when in high school, I was a fat teenager, kids are so cruel, they can be so cruel.
Not every kid.
Well, in high school, it's a rough place. I don't know how it was in India, but it's a rough.
I guess I better shut up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, I mean, those kind of things at that formative age kind of get in your head, and you start like trying to hide. It's like something's wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I was like crying to my mom. I know I'm fat, and
I love my
but
mom,
these
yeah.
things, like, what's wrong? So, I went to. She took me to a doctor to see, what was wrong, and there is a diagnosis, and I've done research on it, since then, but it's called gynecomastia. But then there's also the condition, which I found out later, that's really what I had, was pseudogynecomastia. It's basically where the fat just deposits, like it would deposit in your butt, which, by the way, I had no butt, so I guess it
Well,
went.
I got a lot
Yeah,
of
right.
that, so I know.
So that's what it was. But so until I lost the weight, basically, they were there. But yeah, they were an issue. I mean, it's like trying to hide.
How do you feel today? I know you're back in the pool.
Yeah,
You can take the
I
shirt
can
off.
take my shirt off, go to the pool.
You took it off the
now.
other day. I saw it. Looks good.
Yeah,
by the
actually,
way.
I kind of walk around. Well,
You're walking around like
no,
you're
look,
looking. Yeah,
we know,
I
we
heard
know
it.
each other. We know each other. So
Yeah,
it's
but
cool.
but the
Yeah.
point here is that how do you feel today?
Good. I mean, I'm
Feel good about that?
secure. Yes.
You own that now?
Yes, I own it, and
I
I'm a
love
work
you.
in progress.
Honey, we all are.
We all
Big
are.
ones.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you, and thank you for coming to the I Am Big show. Do you have something you would like to share with the world today? Just in general.
I had no, just never give up. Just never give up. I mean, I'm proof. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna be. I mean, I'm never in a million years would have thought I would be taking care of children. And when I first met you, the first day I met you, did I ever think I would be in your family taking care of? Yeah. So you just never know where life's going to lead, and just take it day by day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love you.